Hi, hello, and welcome to a new episode of Release. I'm your host, Adriana, and I'm so honored and grateful that you've taken the time to listen to what I have to say. And today, I want to talk about rest. If you follow me on socials, so Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all at Unify Soul, I talk about my experience at the Black to Rest retreat, which was a Black yoga retreat that I went to recently. And I shared some insights there, but of course, as we know, I love lists. So I wanted to come on here and share a more, detailed list on the insights that I got from my experience because it was a very transformational and necessary experience. And when I say transformational, I don't mean that I left there a completely different person than I went. I just mean that it feels like knowledge that I can take with me throughout my life. And I know that once I apply these things to my life, that my life will transform and that I will become a better person mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally once I start to really prioritize my rest. So, the first thing that I have on my list is that you don't need permission to rest. You are the only one that has authority over how you rest, when you rest, the quality of your rest. And when I say you don't need permission from anyone, I mean you don't need permission from your family. You don't need permission from your parents. You don't need permission from your manager, your professors, your teachers, even your thoughts. You are the only one that has authority over your rest. The reason why I bring up those people, because they're the first ones that come to mind, is that sometimes we find ourselves trying to overextend for people that infringe upon our rest and trying to accommodate for that. So sometimes your family, my mom has said to me, oh, you can't be tired. You didn't go to work. I went to work for 10 hours today. I'm exhausted. You have nothing to be tired for. That is a no-go. Your body needs rest. You don't need permission to rest. With managers, you have the authority to say no. I will not be taking that shift today, or no, I can't come in today because I'm feeling under the weather, or I need a mental health day. Whatever that is, you have the authority to say no, and you have the authority to prioritize your rest, because rest is not a luxury and we are deserving of it all, and it is accessible to us all. Later in the episode, I'm going to talk about some ways that we can bring rest into our daily routines without feeling as though it's a luxury or feeling as though we have to carve out too much time for our rest, because I always hear people say that when it comes to practices of self-care, which I find really funny because you make time for everything else in your schedule that drains you, but we can't make time, and me included for sure, but we can't make time to rest. People always say, oh, I don't have time to journal. I don't have time to meditate. I don't have time to do a face mask. I don't have time to literally light a candle and just enjoy the scent for 5 seconds. Like, we really are a go, 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 go society, and we have a go 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 mindset, and I find that if it's not go 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 go, we see it as a waste of time, and we struggle with allowing ourselves to give it space. And because it feels as if it doesn't have any validity, we try to fight it as a way to say, oh well, I'm not being productive if I journal, but I'm being productive if I pick up a 6-hour shift at work today. So I'm going to do that. And my rest really doesn't matter. I was going to just sleep in today, but I'm going to just push it because, I'm going to just ride it out until my next day off comes, which we are not doing anymore because it is important to remember that when it comes to work, babe, you are replaceable. We are replaceable. But it is so true. I've told a story about the girl that was very sick at work, and the manager was literally interviewing someone to take her position. Like, this shit is, they need somebody to fill their spots ASAP. And currently at the job that I work, my manager kept begging me, like literally, he was like, pretty please, can you do it? Begging me to take on all these shifts. Like, I was working 6-7 days a week. And he was like, I promise I'll get somebody else to, be able to take shifts. Like, I promise I'm hiring, I promise. And it was this thing where I was like, okay, I'm just trying to fill a space. I'm just trying to be nice to my manager because he was pretty nice. So I'm like, I'm trying to be nice to my manager, and like, money is money, but we really have to step out of that mindset and prioritize our health over money, because we need to be in our 100% best form of exist. We gotta be in our best shape all the time. Money comes and goes, but we deserve the love and the attention that we deserve, because we've only got us in this life. We really only got us in this life. The next thing on my list is you are so worthy of rest. I'm pretty sure I had this in my YouTube video, but this is so important. As I said before, sometimes we see it as like not important or unproductive or waste of time, but you are so, so, so worthy of rest. And you are supposed to be resting. Your body needs rest. Rest is required in this human existence. That is the next thing on my list, but I feel as though they go hand in hand. When we are rested and when we are at our full potential, then we are able to help others. We are able to show up as our most loving selves, our most kind selves, our most caring selves, our most empathic selves, because simply we are able to go into the world more ready to receive and more ready to take on. And I don't mean take on other people's problems. I just mean being able to take on whatever comes towards us. So the way that I think about it is that every day that you go into the world, every day that you show up, I believe that we should enter the world with a maximum of 10% in our cup. And when I say 10%, I mean that sometimes we walk around with some weight that we can't just, pick up off our shoulders in the morning, and that's okay. That's our burden to bear, and we are all healing. And I wish you the best on your healing journey. But in order to bring ourselves down to that 10%, 20%, it's important that we take out all the things that, are going to fill up that cup. So in the morning, you may wake up angry, upset. You may be feeling a certain kind of way. You may just be feeling not into it. Take a little time in the morning when you wake up and meditate or journal, and you'll find that when you go out into the day, you feel so much lighter, and you feel as though, people may, you may see someone give you like a dirty look, or you may miss the bus, and that's like a 1%, a 2%. Your manager might yell at you, and that's like a 30% in your cup, and now you're up to 60%, let's say, and you still haven't overflown because you have allowed space for life to happen. But let's say that you go into the world with your cup full 80%. Missing the bus and dropping your Presto, if you're not in Ontario, I believe Presto is only Ontario, but if you are not in Ontario, Presto is like, it's like a Metro card. You just like use it to use the bus and the train. And let's say you drop your Presto in the street. That may be the tip of the iceberg for you. That may be where you fall over and start crying. And we do not want to start our days feeling so overwhelmed. So it is so important to, it's kind of like letting the air out of a balloon or out of a floaty and allowing it to dissipate so that you have space. You have more space to expand as the day goes about. Okay, so let's talk about ways in which rest can be cultivated. So, rest can be cultivated through simple things. I've talked about meditation and journaling, but unplugging from social media definitely helps with rest. We spend so many hours of the day scrolling on social media, and sometimes we use it as a distraction, and our brain is working at 100, but our bodies are just la 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 la, and we are being drained. We're being stimulated so much, and there's so much happening at once that you maybe even you're not on socials, but you're thinking about social media. Ooh, did someone like my video? Did someone like my post? Did someone tag me in something? Did someone follow me? That stuff can occupy your mind so much. So when I say unplugging from socials, I mean possibly deleting it for a little bit, or turning off your notifications, or putting your phone on airplane mode, or stepping away from your phone for an hour, whatever you need, but just taking yourself away from social media. The next thing, of course, is sleep. Sleep, 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 sleep. Allow yourself to sleep. Allow yourself to rest. We do not prioritize sleep as much as we should in our society. Next thing, watching a movie, painting, writing, whatever you like to do, that definitely helps with resting. Nature walks help with resting. People rest in many, many ways. Some people garden to rest, whatever it is, find your thing and allow yourself to rest. So, you may be asking me, oh my God, I either can't go on a nature walk, or I don't like films, or like I sleep well, or social media isn't a problem, or I don't meditate. Whatever you may say, like, oh, this list doesn't suit me, we're going to do an exercise. So you can pause me and you can get a piece of paper, open a page in your journal if you journal, or you can even, maybe this could work on your phone as well. Whatever it is, get your supplies, get your tools, and let's do this. So the first thing that we are going to write down is, how do I rest? So take some time and make a list as long or as short as you need it to be. How do I rest? If you feel as though you do not rest, you can write, I do not rest. Just write down whatever that thing is for you. And then the next thing that we are going to write is, how can I cultivate a rest practice? And if it's, oh my God, I have no idea, or oh my God, I kind of have a rest practice, it doesn't matter. We're just writing it down. We're just trying to get into flow. So now, if we have nothing on that page, or we have no idea where to start, what we can do now is try splitting our page into 3 parts. So it can be with, you can use vertical lines, horizontal lines, you can use a table, as long as it is split into 3 parts. And then you are going to label your first part mind, your second part body, and your third part soul or spirit. And then in the mind part, or the mind column, the mind area, you can even do a list here. It doesn't, whatever works for you, as long as you have it all written down. So in the mind part, you're going to write how your mind rests. So to rest your mind, you may meditate, you may journal, you may go on a walk, you may listen to a podcast, whatever that is. Write that down. Then in your body part, in your body column, in your body area, you're going to write how you allow your body to rest. So you're allowing your body to rest, maybe going to bed at 9 p.m. or taking a bath, or whatever it is. You write that down, and then of course we go to the soul area. How does your soul rest? Meditation, journaling, whatever it is, you write it down. And these things can be so simple. They can be things that you do on a daily basis. So now you have this list in front of you, and you can make it pretty, and you can get another page, make it pretty with colors, whatever, and stick it on your wall. Sticking it on your wall may definitely help. If that's not an option, you can try having it, even making it your lock screen. That may be a good option. Whatever it is, so you can come back to it daily, and that you can see it and you can incorporate it into your life. The next thing I have on my list is that rest can be something elaborate, right? No one should be shamed if they feel as though, oh my God, life is so draining. I need to go book a massage, or I need to go to the spa, or I need to travel, or I need to buy a new book. Whatever that is, those things are all valid. But a rest practice can also be 5 seconds. Your rest practice can be an hour, and it can be revisited throughout the day. Whatever you need, you know what you need, right? Obviously, all the time you're not going to be able to book a massage or go to the spa, but you know how you do. Maybe you have weekly massages and you go to the spa every week, every weekend, whatever. You know how you do, but I mean that maybe those things are not in your weekly or daily practice, because if you're like me, I don't necessarily prioritize my rest. So here is something that we can try, that you can visit many times a day. So what we're going to do is take 3 deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. So you can do it with me right now. So we're going to inhale, hold it, exhale, and push all the air out. Inhale, hold, exhale. One last time. Inhale. Hold. Exhale through the mouth. And now, if you can close your eyes, close your eyes. If not, I just want you to focus on something in front of you, and then I want you to just something that'll, keep your attention for a little bit. A spot. It doesn't, you don't have to close your eyes if you're in public, but we want it to look as natural as possible if you're in public. And then I want you to feel in your body where you feel some tightness. So if you feel tightness in your jaw, I want you to unclench your jaw. If you feel tightness in your shoulders, I want you to rotate your shoulders a little bit, and you can even rub your shoulders if you need. If you feel some tension in your hips, you can rock back and forth. You can massage your hips. If you feel tension in your thighs, your knees, your legs, you can just massage your legs and your knees for a little bit. Of course, if you don't have that time, in the moment where you feel like you need it, the breaths can definitely help, but this will help you to check in with your body and give your body a break, even if it's for a second, because we hold a lot of tension in our body if we're not paying attention. And the last thing I have on my list, and this is what I will leave you with, is that nature exists in seasons, and so do you. You cannot be active all the time. You must rest. Remember that. Remember that I love you guys so much. And I'll catch you in the next episode. Bye.